Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 268, The Cat and the Violin. The sun was shining brightly and the birds were singing happily. Sarah sat in the garden reading a book. Her cat, Whiskers, was sleeping peacefully on her lap. Suddenly there was a loud noise. Sarah looked up. A young man was standing at the gate. He was holding a violin. "Excuse me," he said. "I'm looking for the address of Mrs. Brown. Do you know where she lives?" Sarah smiled. "She lives here," she said. "I'm Sarah." The young man smiled back. "I'm David. I'm a violinist. I'm playing at the town hall tonight, and Miss Brown is my music teacher. She's giving me some advice before the concert." Sarah was surprised. "You're a violinist? That's amazing. I love music. Can you play something for me?" David laughed. "Of course. Would you like to hear my favourite piece?" He put his violin under his chin and played a beautiful melody. Whiskers woke up and looked at David with his green eyes. He seemed to be listening to the music too. "That's beautiful," Sarah exclaimed. "Thank you for playing." "You're welcome," David said. "I'm glad you enjoyed it. I need to go now, but maybe we can hear each other play sometime." "I'd love that," Sarah said. "What time is your concert?" "It's at 7 p.m, David said. "I hope to see you there." He smiled and waved goodbye. Sarah watched him go, and then she picked up Whiskers and stroked his fur. "He's a good musician," she said to her cat. "Maybe we can go to the concert." That evening, Sarah and Whiskers walked to the town hall. The hall was full of people, and they were all listening to David play. He was amazing. His fingers moved across the violin strings, making beautiful sounds. Sarah was so impressed. She had never heard someone play the violin so well before. When the concert was over, she went backstage to thank David. "Thank you for such a wonderful concert," she said. "You were incredible." David smiled. "Thank you. It was great to see you there. And thank you for bringing your cat. He's a very good listener." Sarah laughed. "He loves music too," she said, "and I think he wants to be a violinist when he grows up." They talked for a while, and then David invited Sarah to come to his house for a coffee the next day. She was thrilled. "I'd love to," she said, "and I'll bring Whiskers. He loves to meet new people, especially musicians." And so a new friendship was born, the cat and the violinist and the music that brought them together. Vocabulary notes. Suddenly there was a loud noise. Suddenly. This means something that happens quickly and unexpectedly. Example, suddenly the lights went out. Loud. This describes a sound that is strong and easily heard. Example, the music was very loud. Noise. This is any sound that is not pleasant or that is too loud. Example, the traffic made a lot of noise. He was holding a violin. Violin. This is a musical instrument with 4 strings that is played with a bow. Example, she plays the violin beautifully. He's a violinist. Violinist. This is someone who plays the violin. Example, the violinist was very famous. He was playing at the town hall tonight. Town hall. This is a building where the local government meets and where public events are held. Example, the concert was held in the town hall. I'm giving him some advice before the concert. Advice. This is suggestions or recommendations on how to do something. Example, she gave me some good advice about my job. Concert. This is a performance of music. Example, he went to a concert last night. He put his violin under his chin and played a beautiful melody. Melody. This is a tune or sequence of musical notes. Example, the song had a simple but beautiful melody. Sarah was so impressed. Impressed. This means to be made to admire something or someone. Example, I was very impressed by her performance. He was amazing. Amazing. This means very impressive or surprising. Example, the view from the mountain was amazing. She went backstage to thank David. Backstage, this is the area behind the stage where performers prepare. Example, the actors were getting ready backstage. They talked for a while, and then David invited Sarah to come to his house for coffee the next day. Invite, this means to ask someone to come to an event or place. Example, she invited me to her party. Story written by onemin.ai, images created by onemin.ai, and designer AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.